Hello, beautiful goddesses. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a new week, a new month, a new energy. And shall we begin with this week's goddess energy forecast? Let's see what comes in to support you through this month and this week. My name is Abigail Mensah Bonsu. I am the CEO and founder of the Moon Goddess, publishing the Moon Goddess Academy and the Moon Goddess Circles. So this week we enter a brand new month, right? We also get to start in a brand new week. And on top of that, we're in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. So this energy is very grounded. Virgo is an earth sign, right? And so it feels very grounding to me, feels very earth. Like I have this pull to connect more with nature. And there's a theme that is coming up, which is like really harnessing your lost magic through the earth, and that's such a Virgo energy. Virgo is the only sign in the zodiac that is presented as a goddess. Think about that. By the way, I'm a Virgo. My birthday is next week, so of course, right? Of course, I'm going to say that. But here's the thing. The goddess part, this is the important part, is that, goddess energy is divinity embodied in the physical, right? When you have the divine spirit in your body, it shines through the radiance, the purpose, the mission. That is goddess energy. And so Virgo carries this energy. So this is very highlighted in this, the Virgo season or this month in general. And definitely this week will be more heightened because it is the, brand new week, and we have the new moon in Virgo. So it's definitely amplified here. So the themes surrounding Virgo, a lot of people, when I ask, what do you know about Virgos? Like the first thing I hear is they are, what word am I looking for? It's like they're organizers. They are, it starts with a P. Of course, it's like escaping me. They are, maybe will come in later, but it's usually like one of the most common things that people identify with Virgos, right? Being organized, being perfectionist. There we go. Being a perfectionist. But here's the sacred themes that surround Virgo, the wisdom that Virgo really brings in is the wisdom of the physical body. So the Virgo's energy really highlights our health and wellness, right? Because if we take care of our bodies, then we can open up and create a more suitable home for more of our spirit to come in, more of our divinity to come in. And especially if you're bringing in that much light, right? You got to take care of your body. You got to listen to your body. It's when we don't, and we kind of just get stuck in that spiritual realm, then a lot of things starts to show up in the physical to get our attention, to the physical body. So Virgo really brings in that health, the wellness, the body's voice, the body's wisdom. Another part of Virgo that, is very cool. It's like the more I learn about these energy signatures throughout the archetypes, like it still blows my mind. I remember, a friend of mine who is an astrologer, and, we were talking about something, and I was telling her how, my rituals are non-negotiable, lighting a candle, speaking to the divine, lighting an incense. It's like the little things that, when I say rituals, they are the actions that we take that bring us close to the divine, so whether that is prayers, that is affirmations, that is mantras, that is meditation, whatever it is, but a ritual is something that you do often. So I have like non-negotiables that I do because connecting to the divine is my priority. It's a non-negotiable for me. So I was telling her this, and she's like, of course, you're a Virgo. I never thought of Virgo's energy. Virgo's energy really connects you to the sacred way. So Virgo comes in and asks you these questions. How's your health and wellness? What can you do to improve that? What can you do to improve your body's health and wellness? And also, what is sacred and important in your life? And how can you bring more of that sacred and light and fire into your life? What is sacred and what is important in your life? And how can you honor that? How can you honor that? Virgo's energy is very, sacred, and like the honoring the earth is very connected to the earth, but also the sky. It's like the bridge. There was something else that was coming in too. It will come back. It always does, right? So yeah, Virgo really helps us to learn how to anchor into our physicality, our bodies, without feeling that heaviness, right? The goddess energy is bringing the light into your body, so you're not stuck in that denseness. The other thing I love about Virgo is that the planet for Virgo is Gemini, and Gemini rules the mind, rules the intellect, right? So Virgo is very mind oriented. This is one thing that, I guess it presents itself differently. They are very mind, intellectuals. They love intellectual conversations, deep conversations about, about life, about the universe, really going deep, right? But, like, for example, what is the difference between a Gemini who's also, their planet is also in Mercury versus Virgo? Well, Virgo has the earth behind her. So her mind power is grounded by her earth energy, right? It's so cool. Where Gemini is air. So the mind power it tends to just stay up here, right? Virgo is able to take in the information. I love this one. Virgo is able to take in information that doesn't make sense and create something that makes sense out of it. Virgo is able to take in information that doesn't mean anything, that like you can't really decipher it, and organize it, put it together in a way that now makes sense. It's beautiful. And Virgo also rules the digestive system. So pay attention this month to your body, especially your digestive system. What information are you digesting? What are you digesting? Whether it is, foods, or it is the news, or it's the, like what is the information that you're digesting? And is that something that is for your highest good? Is that something that makes you feel good? Or is that something that makes you feel sick? Pay attention to how this comes in, how does this show up in your life? And when it does, this is an invitation for you to really dive in deeper there and connect to that digestive system, the body, and ask, how can I make this better? It's really cool. Like every time I think about Virgo, it's like the earth energy, but it's like how to use the earth as a medicine. Virgo's like the medicine woman. It's really cool. Like when you sense into a Virgo, I want you to go beyond, like typical attributes that you read when you're just starting out with astrology. And actually, I want you to bring in these zodiac and actually feel into them. And especially when you have friends in those signs, like look at them. And, one thing I want to say is that your sun sign is just one aspect. So you cannot try to figure out someone, a complex human being, or just your sun sign. At least you need to look at your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. That will give you some kind of picture, but it will be more wholesome. And then you can add in the other side, like north node, south node, like all the other, your Venus, your Mars, like all of that. All of that tells you a story about the other person. So the sun sign is just what we're able to, like what you are experiencing right now, right? What I'm showing the world, what is right here, right? So it's more fun for you to look at the people who represent those signs and see how they act. For example, I can meet a sign and be like, okay, so you look like a Capricorn. But what is your moon sign and what is your rising? Because sometimes I'll meet a Capricorn and they act more fiery, like their fire is more grounded, right? Where versus, a Leo who has another like Leo would be very fiery, like out there, let's go, and Aries, the same thing. But where, when I meet someone and it's like, oh, you feel like an earth sign, but you got some fire there. I know this usually that, those mix, okay, which of the fires and which of the earth are mixing in there. There's a story in this, actually quite fun to discover that. First, discover that about you. Learn that. That's the beauty about these tools, astrology, numerology, the I Ching, that those are all tools that when you bring together will show you a complete picture of who you are on every level. It's quite mind-blowing. So I invite you to just get to know Virgo this month. See, really steady, says the Virgo, steady the Virgos in your life. See how they act, how they do things, how they think, what is important to them. And even take it further after Virgo, next one, look at the Libras in your life. The next one, look at the Scorpios in your life and kind of see. That's how you learn about these signs. You can read in the book all you want, but how many of you have read like your horoscope or the description of your sun sign and you're like, that's not me, right? Because that's just one aspect of yourself. Or perhaps even maybe what they're saying is like the wounded aspect of the sign and not the evolved aspect of the sign, right? So sometimes you read it and you're like, oh, yeah, I used to be that way, but I'm not that way anymore, right? Yeah, that you have evolved. And this evolved version of each sign is quite incredible. So can you feel the Virgo energy? Intellectual, right? So new moon this week, we got Virgo, we're dancing with the goddess Virgo. It is no surprise that Mary Magdalene wanted to come through this week to support you. So I talked about the theme surrounding, this month in general, just being in the Virgo energy, and especially what is amplified this week, health and wellness, right? What is sacred to you? What is important to you? Like a non-negotiable, and how can you create more of that in your life? How can you nourish that? How can you connect deeply to Mother Earth? How can you reclaim your wisdom, your truth, your knowledge, from the divine Earth, the divine Mother Earth? Or connecting deeply, going into nature, connecting to nature, observing the cycles of nature and how that reflects in your own life. Like that's all Virgo energy. If you're being called to be a healer, if you're being called to, going into the healing, modalities, whether it is going back to school for, naturopathic, to be a naturopathic doctor or acupuncturist or massage therapist or a Reiki practitioner or energy healer, like whatever that is, that's all Virgo energy, right? Again, like I'm getting that vision of going in nature, grabbing the plants that you need, putting it together to make like some like food or medicine for the soul, for the body, for the mind, for the heart. That's the magic of Virgo. I love it. The rest of it, like the organization, the perfectionist, that's just, don't dwell on that. There's so much more to the sign, right? So much more to the sign. The last thing I want to say is remember that Virgo is helping you to fully embody your divinity in your physical beingness. That is so important here, right? It's about bridging those two together. So with that said, go ahead and close your eyes, taking some deep breaths in, place your hand on your heart if you can, and begin to breathe into your heart space. So I want you to go ahead and take in a deep breath in, breathing into your body, breathing in into your heart. Hold for a little bit. And now release the breath slowly. As you do each breath, just call in all your energy back to yourself. Come back to the here. Now just bring all your energy, all your essence, all your power right back to you now. And also I'm going to call in your higher selves into your heart. You can go ahead and do that too. Just call in your higher self into your heart now, and experience him or her emerge into your heart. Mine always looks like these wings that come in and just open up in my heart, right? Now bring your awareness to the top of your head. Go ahead and send that channel all the way up and plug into the heart of source. Mine, the heart of source, always looks like this golden ball of light, like the golden sun is massive. I just plug right in there. And when I do, my channel opens and I begin to receive the downpour of that golden light flowing down my channel into my body, going into every cell within my body, every organ within my body, every single part of my body. And then a portion of that golden light goes into my heart and anchors there. Now bring your awareness to the base of your spine and bottoms of your feet with your roots there. Go ahead and extend your roots into the earth. And again, the same thing as you did above, we're going to do the same below. Send it all the way down until you reach the heart of the Divine Mother Matrix. The heart matrix of the Divine Mother. And again, whatever that looks like, that is very special to you. So pay attention to that. And go ahead and just plug right into that. Mine looks like a pool, this crystalline bluish pool of water. It is clear, and underneath it, it has all these amethyst gemstones in it. And so I just plug right in there and begin to drink it up. It's almost like a straw, and I'm drinking it up, pulling it up, and it's effortless. The moment you plug into it, it begins to flow up into your body. And again, in this time, I want you to imagine anywhere in your body that you need that healing, that you need that balancing, that you need that nourishing. And go ahead and send this light, this liquid nourishment into those parts of your body. Whether it is your heart, whether it's a certain organ, a certain muscle, like wherever you need healing, balancing, nourishing, go ahead and send it there. And again, go ahead and, an aspect of that light anchors into your heart. So now you should have the light from your higher self, right? The flame from your higher self, the flame from the Divine Father above, and the flame from the Divine Mother below. And now notice all three flames come together to create one big flame. And as it does, it explodes and creates this beautiful crystalline bubble of light all around you. It looks like a net or a web-like structure all around you. Or it might look like a bubble around you, a bubble of light. However it's represented, it's uniquely to you. So breathe in this space that you're connected to above, below, and also within your heart. And you have this beautiful emanation of the divine love of the Father and the divine love of the Mother coming together with your own divine love and creating a shield all around you. Just breathe in this space where you're anchored in this love. You're centered in this love. What does it feel like to be able to pull the nourishment that you need from the earth? So make sure if you can put your feet on the ground and imagine that you have this, like those two channels or portals at the bottom of your feet, and just open it up and ask the Divine Mother to bring to you whatever your body needs to feel its best to run harmoniously and optimally. Whatever that you need. I'm going to ask for healing for everybody, whatever type, whether healing on a physical level, healing on a mental level, healing on an emotional level, or healing on a spiritual level. I'm going to ask that each and every person receives healing on the level that they need at this time. So open up, open up, open up. Let this healing flow through your entire body. Bring in balance, harmony, life, vibrancy, all into your body again. I'm going to call on you, angels, archangels, your divine team of the highest light who are here for our highest good and the highest good of all, to come and surround you and feel your support around you, feel their love towards you as they surround you. And thank them for their presence. And now let's go ahead and ask the question, where do I need to place my energy this week? Or what do I need to know that it will be for my highest good this week, that can help me, that can assist me this week? 1, 2, or 3. And I want you to also ask this question, how can I treat my body better this month? And I want you to tune into your heart and receive the answer. So the question is, how can you treat your body better? How can you support your body better this month? And receive. It might be words that you hear. It might be just a feeling that comes through. It might be pictures that you see. Just open up to receive this. Beautiful. So now that you have your number and numbers, just breathe in deeply, collecting all that you've experienced, all that beautiful energy, all the support from your divine team. And with your exhale, stay centered and open your eyes to receive your message for the week. Beautiful. So like I said, Mary Magdalene came in very, very strongly this week. And it makes a lot of sense. It is, Virgo's in the house. Goddess is in the house. I feel like, if I could choose a sign for Mary Magdalene, I would probably say she's a Virgo. Only because I'm a Virgo. But she's also fiery. So I wouldn't be surprised if she had like an Aries or like a Leo energy too. Probably Leo, like Virgo with Leo, and like a water sign too, like a Scorpio. The Scorpio water sign. Like she's just so delicious, right? So let's see what she has for you to help you embody more of your goddess energy, your Virgo energy, to help you through not only this week. I'm getting like this is going to be something that's going to come in to support you for this month as well. Like whatever it is that is in there for you will be a theme that will kind of repeat itself to support you throughout this month. All right. All right. Are you ready? Ooh. Let me take some water, drink some water. So if you received, oh my God, these cards, like all of them have the same colors, like you would notice, and it is beautiful. So if you received number 1, when you asked that question, card number 1, your message this week, this is the card that you received. It said saint or sinner. Saint or sinner. And here's your message. The assumptions you are making about another person or event could turn out to be completely wrong. Realize that for every theory, there's a contradicting and opposing one. There may be more to this situation than first meets the eye. You're being advised to keep an open mind and heart. All is not necessarily the way it seems. Remember also that often the judgments we make about others are also judgments we make about ourselves. You will not find peace and fulfillment while holding an I'm right and they're wrong attitude. Accept that there is no single truth that applies universally, and things will become clearer. I love this last part. Accept that there's no single truth that applies universally, and things will become clearer. It's very interesting because there's a lot of this going on. I had so many conversations this weekend with this topic, the whole division, especially with the vaccine, where it looks like it's creating division, extreme groups, extreme thinking, trying to pull other, like it's a mess there. So there's a lot of conversations about this, where I was talking about the same concept, there's no right or wrong way, right? It's not about I'm right and you're wrong. It's about what is your truth. It's about what is your truth, right? Because if you're speaking your truth, I will be able to honor that truth. I don't have to push my truth to you, right? My truth is my truth. Your truth is your truth. There's no one universal anything, right? I love that concept. So if you received card number 1, I'm curious what it, you are being called to really look at things beyond what is presented to you. What you're seeing with your eyes, beyond your senses. Go beyond that and really get to the truth of that. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and go to card number 2. So if you receive card number 2, you're working with Mother Mary this week. Mother Mary, so that's your card. And here's her message for you as she is mentoring you. Dearest one, I ask you to surrender the fear and anxiety you hold for a loved one's well-being. Trust all will turn out for the highest good of all concerned. This current situation is simply part of your loved one's life experience and learning. A blessing eventually stems from this current event. Remember, at the heart of all creation, only love exists. Allow divine love to stir within your heart. Feel it move the earth and stars as the miracle of life forever unfolds. Have faith in the universal spirit of life and know that you and those dear to you are eternally protected. I shower your loved one with protective and healing light, so please do not worry. I love Mother Mary's energy. If you've heard me talk about, Mary Magdalene, usually Mother Mary will come in too, because they're all part of the rose lineage or the sisterhood of the roses, right? They're all part of that. So usually, when Mary Magdalene comes in, you see Mother Mary also right there. They kind of work together quite beautifully with the different frequencies, different colors of the roses they bring in. Like Mary Magdalene usually comes in with like this, either it's a red rose or like this purplish deliciousness that comes through, where Mother Mary usually comes in with the blue roses or even the white roses. It's so cool, right? Where she showers you with these rose petals. It's quite beautiful. So that's card number 2. You're working with Mother Mary, and it's about just trusting that your loved one is good, that there's something good that's going to come out of whatever they're experiencing, and that Mother Mary has your back, right? Just trust that all will be well. So if you received 3, your card, it says the beloved. I love this card. See that purplish kind of color? Oh, I love this card. I just love the colors. Like yeah, of course. You're right. My hair, the wall. Yeah. So the card is the beloved. Let's see what it says. Here's your message. Your heart is open and full of love. And because of this, magical blessings are drawn to you. Your heart is open and full of love. And because of this, magical blessings are drawn to you. If you are single, a loving relationship will soon be formed, which will transform your life. If you are already in a relationship, then your relationship is about to deepen and also be transformed in some way. Love is a timeless state through which all is spiritually interconnected. You will soon feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for life through your relationship with your beloved. Valuable insights are gained, and you each bring out the best in one another. Love is the gateway to an endless universe where the light of a billion stars forever glows through one eternal spirit. I'm going to read that part again. That's beautiful. Love is the gateway to an endless universe where the light of a billion stars forever glows through one eternal spirit. The beloved. It's all about the heart, your relationships, perhaps even calling in your sacred partner, if that is the energy that you're in. If you already have your beloved, it's about deepening. It's about deepening into that co-creation, the union, deepening into that relationship. How can it get better, right? So beautiful messages this week. Before I end, I want to say happy birthday to all my fellow Virgos. Let me know if you're Virgos, so I can wish you a happy birthday. Just put it in the comments. And yeah, make sure you celebrate and take care of yourself, take care of your body. This month is really going to highlight how you don't take, good care of your body, how you ignore your body, how you abuse your body. Like all of that is going to come up for you. And it might show up in a way that you have no choice but to pay attention to it. But my hope is that, this is more of an invitation that opens you up to continue this co-creation, this working together with your body, and really understanding and knowing its wisdom and working with this wisdom. Just makes life so much easier when you are on the same frequency, the same level as your body, right? Beautiful. All right, my loves, happy new moon, happy new week, happy September. And as always, from my heart to yours, until next time, bye everyone.